Hello, and welcome to Baguette Kebab Squad vs Exodus and SBH, round 3 of Squad Masters with BKS right now in the lead of Group A. If we take a look here of Group A, and Exodus, SBH just looking for a moral victory right now, officially out of the knockout stages, as Group A will be Baguette Kebab Squad versus SR and TAC. Group A will be Baguette Kebab Squad and SR and TAC, moving on to knockouts. Group B, C, and D are to be decided next weekend, so keep in tune for that. But we did see TT take the victory versus SBS yesterday, so TT is sitting at 2 points, and depending on what happens with SWC versus Raven and Zulu, it'll be interesting to see that division and what will happen in Group B. Group A, though, Baguette Kebab Squad, SR Attack moving on, One Shot Theory, One Shot Gaming, XD, SBH, they're going to be out of the knockouts. Group C, Mumbles into the knockouts right now. OHBD and Liquid Gaming Shift W looking to seal their spot next weekend, see who comes up victorious. Alpha Legion is totally out right now for the moment, and they're not going to be moving on to the knockouts. Group B, as we stated before, DT right now in the driver's seat for that second spot after Raven Zulu, but SWC is going to come up and try and take a victory versus Raven Zulu this next weekend. Group D, we have Blitzkrieg and Blacklist taking Division D, and they're going to be moving on. Royal, Rangtangs, and Rusting Places, they're going to be trying to get some moral victories next weekend. It'll be interesting to see nonetheless. Going into the group stages right into the map for today, it's going to be Gordak, ASV1. We have Fruit Farm, Shipping Yard. To the north, we have Solniki, then Industrial Park. To the south, and then we have the middle two caps, Hilltop Bunker and Neva Upper, with Neva Lower still being very much in play and going to be fought over for much of the game, for positioning and for flanks, depending on if it's the US side or if it's Russian side as well. We're also going to see people potentially dropping at River Fort from the Russian side, and then try and push in to Bunker. Right now, the routes are probably going to be the US side going past Fruit Farm, trying to cut through that big field, and then going straight for Bunker from there. And there'll be sort of a line. They could also push deeper into Upper, just because it's US sided and the US side gets there first. But if I actually draw this right, you have the Russian side that's gonna probably try and get that south side of Upper. They're gonna try and push in, move in, and potentially gain control of Neva Lower to push into Bunker through and to push around with as well. In terms of this, we're gonna be seeing the BMP, the Bradley, and they're gonna be fighting amongst each other. And then we have 230 mics and then 2 strikers as well that need to be looked out after. So it'll be interesting to see nonetheless. It's 230s, right? 230s, I'm pretty sure. Yes, 230s. I just want to make sure I was getting that right. But it'll be an interesting battle for these two teams. Exodus, SPH, BKS. It'll be a fight to remember nonetheless. Let me send you guys back over to the start screen. We'll be starting in about 16 minutes here. And until the match begins, I hope you guys have a good time and enjoy the match today. Okay, guys, we're just waiting on one more to connect, it looks like, and then we're gonna get started. Again, KS, EXD, SPH, EXD, SPH newer to the comp scene. They're still learning. They're working on scrims. They're working on improving as a team. And I've seen some improvement from them throughout the season. But obviously, there are some things that they need to do better, like communication, like just playing more on the objective at times. And I hope to see it lead into this game as well. And these teams and EXD SPH really come into their own today and show BKS, who right now they don't have anything really to play for in round 3. EXD SPH has the upper hand in terms of they're going to be playing for pride. BKS SPH, they could lose if they want. It won't affect them in this tournament in the knockout stages. So it'll be interesting to see how both teams play this map. Again, map being Gordak ASV1. And we're gonna be watching from EXD SPH's side the first round. We're just doing some swaps right now, and then once they call live, we'll swap over officially. But it'll be a good matchup. And I'll let you guys listen to some music for a second while we wait here. Okay, boys, we're swapped over now. We're going live. Let me turn on the game sound. I'll swap you guys over to game screen as well. And it'll be an interesting one. BKS, SPH, EXT, SPH starting as the Russians. BKS starting as the Americans 4-on-1. And then we have leading squads for EXT, SPH, if I'm going towards their actual name. We have Jinx leading a squad of 7. Darius leading a squad of 4. Ray BM leading a squad of 6. Faisal leading a squad of 4. Baguette Lover leading a squad of 5. I think he joined the wrong team there. Maybe he's a Baguette Kebab squad spy. We have Beast leading a squad of 2. He leading a squad of 3. Dakin leading a squad of 2. Von Motorhead leading a squad of 2. And then we have Bai Dai Gato leading a squad of 1. He's going to take the heli. Lord Stormtrooper, the 7th, leading a squad of 2. And then Jamie's leading a squad of 2 as well. It looks like he's taking essentially the Tiger. A Tiger or something. We'll see here. No. He's in either BTR or... Yeah, he's in BTR. On Baguette Kebab squad, we have leading their squads, Refka leading a squad of 8. Alfnex leading squad of 6. Figo leading squad of 6. Razka leading a squad of 8. Griffin leading squad of 3. Mr. Zersu leading squad of 2. Gideon leading squad of 2. Medina leading squad of 2. Psycho Legend leading squad of 2. Gambito taking, I think, a heli he's going to end up taking. And refs and casters. Sorry, guys. I just had a really bad cough there. I don't know. Something was in my throat. As we are a go for this matchup, we have what looks like EXT SPH going for the South of Upper. Baguette Kebab squad gonna go north side of Hilltop. We'll see how they move out here and what paths they're gonna take in general. As we have what looks like Baguette Kebab squad taking an MRAP towards Fruit. They're going to drop a squad off. Same thing with Industrial. Looks like they have... Are they going to drop one guy off from Logi? Looks like it. And then you have a MRAP going towards shipping. Logis look like they're going straight for bunker. Yes, and then on the west side of the map, you have 2 strikers following the road.
Taking Industrial.
I don't know where this Tiger is gonna go. North there. It's gonna be an interesting play. Whatever happens. They might be going for a shipping yard push or for a flank far around to the north. No one's actually at bunker or upper yet. They still make their way. They're finding their path. Alati going towards Solniki. They're probably going to drop Fob on there. Commander was dropped onto Industrial Park. He's going to cap that point. And the big fight going to be Hilltop and then Neva Upper here very shortly. We had strikers coming potentially down the train tracks. Logi looks like it's going south of Upper. For BKS. Looks like they're sending one of the Logis there. Interesting. Striker is going straight down. Train tracks, they're splitting off now. One is going for upper, and then one's going more southeast here. Looks like they have a Logi going straight in to the east side of Cap, and looks like a Fob's going down on Neva lower for EXT SBH. Full control right now for Baguette Kebab squad on upper, as no one is really close at the moment for EXT and SBH. Bridge Fob down for them, and look at this. Got their map driving in. Their mill's coming down the road as well. And oh no, this is gonna be a mistake from BKS. Driving right into the 30 mil. Right into 230 mils, and they're gonna be scouting, so there's probably gonna be the two strikers wolf packing, and it looks like they are. They're sitting on the tracks just north in the field, and BK, depending on where EXT SPH goes, they're gonna be in very much trouble as EXT SPH takes one hit from a lat, as the other just straight up misses. They should be trying to spam HE frag dump all over that area right now. Looks like they aren't currently, though.
They are already on my position. From west.
As another lat comes in? I think that didn't even do anything. Weird.
Striker ahead. Maven.
Strikers hit, they're calling out. Strikers are engaging the 30 mil, and 30 mil is going to go down to the Strikers. Bradley's coming down as well. 30 mil goes down. Strikers wolf packing together with the Bradley right now, and Bradley is going to be trying to provide cover wherever they can. The BMP right now on the South Hill. Ooh, bad play overall by EXT SPH, playing solo with that Vic. On this, on Neva lower, you have BKS pushing towards it, and you have EXT SBH just struggling to gain ground right now in these hills. Nice job by, who is that? By Trade BM, not trading right now. Maybe he is. He traded with Alflex? Interesting. Then you have HLT Barry hiding in a little bush, being a little sneak right now. Gonna try and watch across this little area, and he's getting hit. He goes down from Aaron PK61. Interesting there. I don't know how good, how long that Fob's gonna be up for. EMP is not engaging the Bradley yet, and you have Baguette Lover and SOCOM about to run into full squad. In terms of that Fob to the southeast, southwest, they're getting it up, but I mean, BKS is already there. It's just difficult right now, and they have the Bradley pushing in to support. XD sitting, proning in the grass. Farmer needs to be careful, and he doesn't. It's too close for the firing at Bradley because he was in arming range there, and not where you want to be as AT. Not something you want to happen. Large numbers of EXT SBH bunched up right now, and BMP is on the road. He's tracked. He's tracked. The Bradley's got to come and help him. And he can't really exit the BMP as well, because you have P2 on that west hill watching them to exit and then get the heal as well on the get the repair on the tank on the BMP. BKS already on the East Fob. They're blocking it. Still have a few EXT SBH members inside, ready to push in. As Mick goes down, Baguette Lover still inside with SOCOM. And both get killed in that Hab. Hab's down now. EXT SBH just running off this one in the middle of the road. They got the BMP back up and repairs, so it's not over yet. But Bob locations right now critical and playing a big role in BKS's overall victory, overall play so far. If we look south of Seoul, we also have Squad 4 flanking around for BKS. If we look at the scoreboard, we have 6 kills, 235, 43 in caps, 211, and then 5 revives to 2 for BKS. Big hitters right now being Brazil, and then also Vix 506 for Umk, and then Lug 202. Vix playing a big role right now in this game, and it's showing BKS getting inside the hab, relatively undefended, and they're gonna get it down. So another 10 tickets gone, 20 tickets so far. Gonna go down for EXD SBH, not counting kills and deaths. And oh my god, BKS is forming a firing line on those hills. EXD is gonna struggle pushing off of this, pushing out from under the bridge. Cole going down from like north, like the others. He gets killed by a grenadier. And look at that, Bradley's just camping right now. Bradley's just camping that hab. You have a striker watching it as well. HT just bunching up. They're gonna have to reset. Fob going down on the south of Solniki right now for BKS. We can dig that up. They're gonna push in. They have mortars, EXT and SBH, but not many actually on the cap. You also have, I have no clue what they're trying to do at shipping and north of Hilltop. It seems like a bad play right now. They need to play more on the caps. Mortars now coming in on the bridge fob as EXD SBH getting wiped in these rivers. BKS mass pushing, and SOCOM, one of the only ones alive, trying to revive as he can, but it's gonna be too little, too late at this point. Look at that, you actually have a BKS member doors on top of the bridge, watching through. Baguette lover SOCOM crawling through the river right now, and they're getting hit from that train bridge as well right now. Baguette lover crawling for his life. Oh no. And that's Bradley coming in. That's Bradley moving in. I have a 30 coming in as well for this. Maybe I think got taken down at some point. I haven't seen it up as of recently. It probably got killed by the Bradley. Some point here. You guys gonna call out this 30 mil as Frug pushes in, gets killed by an EXD. Needs to move. They need to reposition. They're not careful. BKS is gonna get line of sight on them and take them out relatively quickly. Need to play this smart. Try and play for tickets. 229 to 369 at the moment. In terms of kills, 270. So a pretty large difference, about a 62 ticket difference, right? Kill difference right now. And then revives 14 to 9 for that statistic. BKS now pushing in from the south side, and BKS massing on it, coming from that FOD they have. EXD SBH trying to drop a FOB of their own next to BKS's. And it's not gonna work out too well, I think. Depending, I don't even think they found. Yeah. What is going on right now? Motorhead. But, I mean, look at this. Look at this. You have Motorhead and his hab right next to...
Enemy infantry, my observed.
You have Motorhead trying to drop a hab. But, I mean, like, BKS has their hab right next to him. Oh, my. Yeah, spawning in now. Raska, if he just goes to the north, he'll find it. Find it. Just goes to the north. As you have 30 chasing the MRAP now. MRAP was driving around. He was just doing YOLO around Solniki. UAV is now up on Solniki for BKS, and they're gonna try and a 10 that fob.
Southeast of Solniki.
You have a sort of an attempt at a push from the north right now. In terms of the south, I think BKS found the radio, so that's gonna go down. But DXD dropping a radio. I don't know. Dropping a rally. It looks like, and then they're gonna try and make a push on Hilltop, get that fob down, and then push into upper from there. It looks like they're also they're just trying to flank around. Interesting. CSBH running across the river. Unlucky. And the radio, I think it's on bleed out now. I mean, I think it was pretty obvious.
I got enemies pushing from the far south.
It's still up? What?
How much, one full squad? How much
Let's see. You can see the top of that from there. Is EXASBH now sees a hab. Found it. They're taking out the Logi. Radio though, not on the hab smartly and a little off to the south of it. So I don't know if they'll run into it, if they'll find it. But they're gonna be trying to camp that for the moment. BKS is gonna have to shift around if they need, and looks like the striker dropping off a squad right now to the southwest of Solniki, and they're gonna try and set a rally and then push in from there. You also have, like, look at this on Hilltop right now. BKS pushing in hard on Solniki. No A10 called in yet. They're surrounding it, but you also have EXDSPH running behind and getting onto Hilltop Bunker. Eventually, they need to move into Neva Upper and start capping that, but they need to also get the fob down from EXD, from BKS here. Where's their hab? I don't think they dropped a hab at all. The fuck?
Okay, we're leaving main, squad 12.
Hab's now going down on Hilltop Bunker, and look at all that red on Solniki. Look at all that red.
Squad 2, the radio's most likely there.
Yeah, we'll find the Logi. I'm taking him.
As BKS going for the 30 mil with their striker. EXDSPH still going for the 30 mil with their Bradley right now, actually.
Is he damaged at all or no?
They're very close.
Looks like they might be injured in the 30 mil.
Damage to him as he can, maybe engine him or something.
Hab is down.
177 to 334 in terms of kills, 19 to 94. And Bradley taking out this 30 mil here. It's a bad day for EXD's Vix, as that front armor not can penetrate. BKS takes it out with the Bradley. Striker was pushing in as well to help, but just couldn't get it done. And BKS, I think they're still unaware of that radio just north of them. Solniki is still up, but their hab right now is blocked by BKS, and Crystal needs to get up and try and clear it the best he can right now.
The Logi from main.
try to go around and build a fort behind them.
Come on. Takes one out.
In the first flag.
Hab is unblocked. He saves it. He gets 2. Hab's unblocked now. EXT SPH need to spawn in right now before BKS pushes back and gets it. And they are. BKS, so on the north side, needs to hold off EXT's mass spawn. And it looks like they will because of this doorway and the only exit being from one side of this Hab. BKS surrounding it and starting to push back right now. See, just trapped inside their own carcass right now as they sitting inside their coffin per se. They created that Hab there and it's just being camped the doorway. They're not able to get out, and BKS pushing in well and working together, getting inside. A Stormtrooper, the only one up, and he takes out one. Should go down here. I expect BKS to take him.
There's AT on the bunker.
Was pretty bad. Oh my god, Stormtrooper goes prone. He's in the corner. Takes out 3 so far. Oh, but gets taken out by Lal. So Hab's still blocked. Solniki is going down. EXT SPH not even on bunker. And I don't know what the purpose of this radio to the west is, because they didn't even have build initially on that. They weren't even building a Hab. They just placed it and then ran off. I don't know what the plan was with that radio per se, as XTSPH just struggling right now. BKS all over Solniki and about to take the cap here.
Good job. Okay, we're gonna move in. We're gonna try getting flank position. Keep your.
In terms of round industrial, it looks like. Oh, there's a striker versus BTR right now. Striker versus BTR. As Daedrin catches it. EXTSPH getting 1 win for the moment, but oh, there's some backup coming in, and CSBH gonna lose this Vic here. Beast and Mick both outside. They need to get one guy inside and try and get the PTR just get in the gunner seat and be ready for it.
Heli, could you build
Striker's coming in. One's in the gun. Beast is in the gun. BKS coming in. Sees the Vic. Taking it out. Oh, and Beast didn't even see it coming as BKS gets the W with the Vic.
We're in. One. Go.
You see a lot of sort of reset. A lot of EXT resetting on industrial.
Be careful.
But I mean, you can lose 10 tickets from Solniki cap, and then they need to also try and just conserve tickets. It's 91 to 317. They're gonna sit down a fob northeast of Solniki, looks like, from EKS, from EXTSBH. The helicopter is gonna give them away though, as I assume BKS is gonna hear it and then start pushing, as you have Frezol already starting to push here to the north. In terms of kills, 24 to 129, 49 revives to 24 in favor of BTS, only 71 in caps to 156. So large difference in kills, large difference in caps, large difference in terms of revives as well. Struggling here and there. Rezol already pushing the Hab. Hab's about to go up for EXTSBH. Radio went down at bunker, so that radio is another 10 tickets that they lost, and didn't really need to lose that. They set it down. They didn't have build on it. They only had ammo, and what's ammo gonna do without any relative spawn? You're just gonna lose the radio. The SBH mass spawning on the sub right now. Starting to push to the south. Got Frazol watching from the hill to southeast, and EXT-SBH needs to start looking up there. As BKS is going to start shifting, they're going to start to realize, hey, they're coming in from north, and they're going to start to push.
Rough.
Who needed the early ride?
Jinx, squad 1. It's hot. Fly east. Land east. Industrial.
Guys, there's a hammer
Squad
to
4, is there a hub on you?
west of industrial.
South of industrial, then have striker.
Yep. Striker on industrial yard right now.
Over there, yeah, okay.
Enemy infantry. We might put that on earlier. They managed
And
to
you're
regain
gonna
it.
have them.
Sorry
They
about
were
that.
with the full squad, so they're gonna have like a full squad hopping out there. They're on the radio. They're just driving around right now, playing with their prey. Sizzle just prone in the middle of the field. Jinx as well, just being taken out.
T, I'm gonna send a guy here to take this rally.
And it's just a rough day right now. Rough day. Yeah, staying mobile, staying on the move, knowing that, hey, as long as we move, we make it difficult for the ATs to hit us.
I think they have a repair station. Bradley, just some Solining here.
As it looks like EXT-SBH bringing the BMP outside of their main now, and they're gonna be pushing back up. Yes, already injured a little bit with the striker. Already going back though.
¿Me dijiste a mí?
Just staying around that cap, and that hab, like I said, to the northwest. BKS heard it. They pushed in, and they're gonna get the cap right there.
Copy. Let me know.
What the
I've
fuck?
swarmed at G10-9-8.
I think a few of them might have. I don't know. Yeah, I guess they're not showing.
If Bradley moved away from the mark, I don't go the east or the
Bradley's on me.
Striker on my position.
Squad 3.
I'm surprised the BMP's not going for the striker at all. The striker's getting out of there now, but
east side.
he had a chance to go when he had a chance to go for him. That fob south is just gone for. It's done.
Bradley's on squad 4.
In terms of this fob right now, it's also just getting pushed. EXT saved it, but I mean they're gonna have more people from BKS pushing back here very shortly. And EXT needs to spread out. They can't stay on this hab and stay inside. They have to really spread out, get some space in between them, their fob, and BKS. 27 tickets to 370. In terms of kills, 31 to 159, 160 now, and Vaz 53 to 29. The big killers for BKS
Striker,
right now.
squad 4.
MP is going for the Bradley. The big killers for BKS right now, you have Mufo with 516. You have like no others with 718. Urin, EK61, 9011. Cramper, 8011. And then Frazol, 12114. Bill, 17120. Good job by them. In the Vix, 16017. In the Bradley, in one of the strikers, 719. And then in the other striker, 708. So, big plays overall by BKS. Big players, and they're getting those kills, they're getting everything they need for the most part.
On the outing mark is the
15
Bradley
tickets
and
left. I assume the Bradley's gonna be going for the
Try not to
BMP
give up
here
the
in a
run,
second.
so there was not much people.
13 to 365 in terms of tickets. The last EXTSPH gonna probably die on the cell.
You can do
One's here.
As 365-0. First round tickets. First round's over.
GG, guys.
And in terms of kills, 31 to 164. Big difference. And then MVP for that round, Bill. Brazil. 12-114, 17-120. And nice job by the Bradley and Strikers working together when they had to. I'm going to swap you guys over to the intermission scene for right now. We'll be back shortly with the second round. I'll throw on some music. Boy, that was sort of a slaughter. That was sort of a slaughter for BKS, doing what they want, taking the kills they want, and relatively being really undecided right now. Not undecided. Being just totally in control of the match. The whole thing, and the XDS page needs to rethink their strategies because played really well, played together, they used their Vix well, and yeah, until round 2, which will be in about 5 minutes. I'll leave you guys with music and be back shortly. Okay, guys, we're getting started with round 2. We just swapped over. I'll swap you over to the game here, and let me turn up the sound. And teams are prepped, ready to go. We have them already in. Let me get into the caster cam here. We're gonna be watching this time from BKS, his side of the gate side, and they're gonna be playing Russian this time, and then EXT and SPH are gonna be in US side. We'll see how it plays out, and we'll see how this game runs. Okay, guys. So we have game running. Teams are getting ready right now. They're now taking their little communication right now, talking about it. We're gonna have them going towards Neve Upper, getting ready to go. FPS is dropping for. But BKS running with basically the same squads: Fugals, Alpha Nex, Refka, Psycho Legend, Raska, Griffin, Gideon, Medinar, Mr. Zetsu, Gambino, and then, you know, the casters for BKS leading squads. For US side, we have Trade BM, Jinx, Beast, EIHC, Baguette Lover, Darius, Draken, Jamie Z, Bon Motorhead, and Faisal, and then Lord, Stormtrooper the 7th, and then Bai Dai Gato, which basically is the same SLs as the previous round here. As they're a go right now, and they're gonna be heading off towards Hilltop Bunker. A little rough in frame rate, but I don't know what's going on. It's standard squad stuff. Right now, in terms of rollouts, looks like BKS is going to go towards the North Hilltop Bunker. They're gonna drop probably a 1-man off at Fruit, and then 1-man off at Shipping, and then head straight for the cap. They're going to be taking the standard route just east of Fruit Farm or through Fruit Farm EXT side, because EXT is American now. Looks like they're going to be doing that. And the BKS is going to be going first, dropping one guy off at Industrial. Looks like a pilot squad. He's going to be doing that. They're going to be then dropping a squad off at Solniki with the Logi, and they're going to drop a mortar fob, probably. And then they're also going to send everything else to Upper or Bunker, either on the east of Upper, which is Neva Lower, or more on River Fort, which, I mean, someone has a mark on. You can't really trust marks sometimes. That's what I've learned. Oh no, did they flip? No, they hit a tree. They're fine. They're okay. They're gonna be getting in a jolly good time right now. Yes, straight into Upper. Didn't really see any command ability last game. We didn't see the A10 used. We didn't see the Artie Raj used, but that was more because of timing and how everything worked overall. We have Raska pushing into Upper right now to the north with their Tiger, and EXT-SPH nowhere really to be seen. They're driving in with both their strikers straight into Upper. It looks like we'll have to see what the BTRs are going to do for BKS's side, as they have a BTR, knowing, hey, they basically are trying to look, it looks like, for that southwest side of Neva Upper from 8's position right now. As a tow comes in. Yeah. They must see the striker, and it's like behind the hill for them. Probably do. Unluckily, EXD is going to run into this BTR on the south side right now. So EXD is going to run like a full Vic into that fob, into the 30 mic there, it looks like. And then BKS is on the south side pushing in, and BKS has a fob basically under the bridge in a similar location but closer to the objective. BCSP trying to push in these hills on the north side of Upper. They're trying to get the ground, and they also have a fob down, so trying to get that hab up right now. Doesn't look like they'll be able to do it potentially here, as you have multiple BKS members pushing straight into CSPH.
I got a little G passing.
Squad 10, if you could make another drop with full repair on me.
Habu going for the revive. If mixed here, it can take it out. There's also DV3 out to his west right now. And we'll look at that out to the south. Looks like the Vic did run into 30. He goes down. That's a big difference right now for that, for the tickets, as a nice sort of unlucky play by EXC with that 30 mil sitting on the south. I think he found a spot basically to see across the map. That's my only thought. Why did he be there for the most part? 320 to 306 in terms of tickets. 0, 10, 3 to 9, 0, 11 for kills. Fix, yeah, really haven't been used that much by both teams. Breakers have been more playing safe for EXTSBH and BKS. No, they're doing their thing with their Vex as Wolfpack coming down the main road. It looks like they're maybe they are. They have the Bradley coming up. I think the Bradley's gonna be up here. Yeah, Bradley's gonna be up here. Breakers as well. You know, they're wolf packing. I'm waiting for BKS to say something in terms of the strikers and Bradleys, but nothing so far. And BKS already on northeast fob of Upper, as like no others takes out 2, and with his teammate Ryzen Zeron, it'll likely lock the hob and keep it locked for the moment. Ooh, no, they're gonna run out of the black range. They have to be careful right now. Camp is running out of the black range and they have no one close if he runs out right now. Neva Upper is going into BKS's favor only because EXT doesn't have bunker fob. And look to the north of bunker right now. We have EXT SPH losing that fob, and BKS doing a nice job of covering Frazol, who dug down the radio. Radio, I think, is on bleed out, and it is. No, it's not. It's one stage down, and that's gonna be how it is. So EXT is gonna have to run down the hill, try and get that radio up. But the issue they're running into is Raska just sitting in a bush right now watching this. Like, how EXT can't get down because Raska has good vision on that hill to the south, and then BKS is also pushing in as well with that advantage. EXTSBH really needs to be careful here, as both their habs are down now and they have no relative spawn for the objectives right now. BKS has that fob to the southeast, and they're also placing another out to the east right now. But they really have nothing else.
J'ai déjà fait mes dingueries.
Don't really have anything else besides that. As Bradley gets it once. Where is that from, though? Looks like it was a lot that got him. Unlucky. Thermal's still very much in play. Breakers, yeah, they're how they are. And Bradley's going back to main to repair. Yes, on this east side is mass pushing. Bradley about to go down for EXT-SPH. BKS did a very good job. And BKS, like I said, with this north radio where it was, BKS just watched them try and run down the sill, and EXT, they don't really have any options. They need to try and reset on shipping yard as fast as they can. Right now they have a fob southeast of Fruit for their mortars, but it's so far away. They're trying to run from there to Neva Upper itself, as a fob's going up in Neva Upper for BKS. EXT-SPH spawning off their rallies. They're basically being camped right now. In terms of VIX, nothing really happening for them as a fob goes down for EXT-SPH south of Upper, but they really need to make a play and try and push in right now. They're just struggling. They're just struggling. EXT-SPH seeing the Bradley and the BMP N30 down south calls it out. They marked it, but they don't really have anyone in position to take it out, and it's not going well right now for EXT-SPH. It's not. BKS taking Neva Upper now. Has Neva Upper, and they're gonna take down that radio. That's gonna be 10 tickets gone. The radio to the north is gonna be 10 tickets gone. That's minus 20. Plus whatever kills they have, which 43 to 8. 6 survives 216 so far. And look at this radio right now for CSPH. Gonna go down again, so that's gonna be minus 30 tickets along with the VIX, as they're just being absolutely pummeled. 3 guys on top of each other dying. Not a good sign. Not a good sign. And another bad sign. EXT running across an open field. Oh, if there was a Vic from EKS, they'd probably be able to just camp this, and it'd just be a farm basically in terms of tickets. EKS gonna call out, hey, there's guys coming across the field north. They should start shifting now, and we should see a nice sort of a nice reaction from BKS, as well as Bunker being capped by BKS and probably almost Nooch at this point. 351 to 260 in terms of tickets. Radio gone on Hilltop for the EXT-SPH. 10 tickets gone. Radio's going to go down northeast, so that's another 10. And then radio's going to go down south, so another 10. So 30 tickets just from radios that BKS took out. That's huge. That is something to behold. $351 to $246 in terms of tickets. $248 now. Rezo pushing EXT-SPH to the north here.
Enemy close contacts.
351 to 248. We're about what? A little more than 10 minutes into the match. 10 minutes into round 2 here.
We got maybe an arm somewhere in the front.
Real armor support per se from any from from any of the teams. Bradley called out by BKS. BKS should shift. Bradley, if they track it, they could get the BMP down here and just take it out immediately. They need to play it smart right now. Their ATs need to do their job. Whenever I look towards Bradley, I apparently lose frame rate right now. I'm waiting for that one hit from that Bradley. One hit on Bradley. Smoke's coming in. You have the BTR crossing the field right now, going towards this Bradley. Boy, it's gonna be a fight. It's gonna be a fight right now. Yes, with 30, just waiting. Beast sitting pretty right now, sitting prone. Northwest right now. Bradley's pushing. Bradley's got to play it smart right now for ECSBH. 2v1 situation. He's not careful. This looks like BKS maybe using 30 bait, sort of. As oh, the 30 mil takes a little one hit. And look at that! You have BKS. You have ECSBH going. BKS going, building a hub on shipping yard. A10 takes out the helicopter, but it's not going to take out the radio there. And BKS already to the southeast. As what the fuck? How did he get around without him noticing? Look at this. 30 mil takes out the Bradley solo. Where was that Bradley looking? He had Beast next to him. He had multiple members of his team next to him, and they didn't even call out the 30 mil pushing around? What? No communication whatsoever, it seems. You gotta call that out when it happens. Because now full armor control is just gonna spam all over EXD, spam HE, spam their frag rounds, and oh, it's not gonna be good. It's gonna be a wipe. Look at that right now. You also have 30 mil. He may run into. Oh, he's not. I was gonna say he may run into that West Fob. He's marked now. No real support. 30 mil looks like it just is sticking out the map in the lodge right now. Northeast HDSBH getting into. They're sort of getting into bunker, but they're gonna get wiped from behind. In terms of this push on shipping, you have BKS trying to get in. You have Fraud pushing Jamie's. You have Psych trying to get inside here. And Jamie's nades gets Fraud. They really need to wipe this rally on the southeast EXT. Price is crossing. Ryzen gets him. Ryzen gets him. And 399 to 178 in terms of kills. 77 to 21. In terms of revives, 29 to 16. Bob now down to the north here. A Frugal pushing. And what luck. Cast is going to try and save it. He does not get mixed. He taps him, so he's going to bleed out. This is definitely going to bleed out here. But Crystal is going to come behind, and BKS without a spawn is going to be losing this radius. So that's going to be 10 tickets gone for KS. KS also looks like they're going for the main. And they're coming in with BTR. They're going to drive in. They're going to do a little rag and tag. It looks like if he doesn't hit a tree, he's probably going to drive in, dump some like frag rounds inside, and then oh, it's not going to be a good day.
Evet.
Let's see what happens here. Does not see anyone crossing it. I don't think he has best angle right now. Doesn't seem like that. There's a heli flying above. Gets hit by the BMP. Thermal takes it out as well. Oh my god. Scouting, you know, he did his best, but no one called out those Vics to the south of shipping. And they really should have. Here we go with BKS driving in with 30. They can drive in, they're gonna dump some frag around the cap. They see the hab. They run into a little fence. And they're just gonna spam HE inside. As Inf running out right now and BKS inside of shipping. No real push on upper bunker that got wiped. Once they lost to Bradley and once they wiped their alley, PKS wiped their allies in north. It's just not great. Oh my god, what is that? What's going on here? We're seeing a little ring around the rosy between a BTR and a Logi and Von Motor. I think he got out clean.
Enemy overrun.
Got out clean there. Yes, driving the 30 mic inside of Fruit, so they're gonna know that Fob's inside in that cap there. And oh no, it's not a good day for that Logi. Von Motor getting hit. Logi down. What a nice job on the move by what is that? By Duca. Gonna have to go back and like go for Logi. He sees the radio. He's gonna take it down and bleed out. It's on bleed out, so they're gonna just camp it. SBH is gonna have to run back, but that 30 mic there, they're not gonna be able to do it. Record coming out of main right now for EXT SBH. Also, helicopter flying in to shipping yard cap. Looks like they're gonna just drop fob inside and call it a day. 364 to 130 in terms of tickets at the moment. As Eyes is still alive. Eyes just hiding around. Hiding inside. He's about to run into a full squad. Oh no, he looked the wrong way and they didn't see him at first. He goes down now. Okay, good. I was gonna say. So no one really around for CSPH on Neva Upper. They're holding them off well. And they actually see, so they actually see this northeast side BMP. They're just spraying. There's also Dizzy, who's, I mean, he's on bunker, but what's he gonna do as a lone rifleman? He needs an AT up there to try and get one of these Vics down so that the striker could potentially do some damage. East and Mick are just sitting on the outside there. West radio bleeds out on Fruit. Second striker is coming out of main for XDS page 357 to 111. As a big push. Big push. Push. XD SPH on the radio. They're gonna get killed. Radio's gonna be saved. Hab's probably gonna be dug up again. You have EXT SPH hiding in the trees. Just spraying that frag. That's all you need to do. Spray. Spray and pray. And these Vics, you have HE, use it. Ooh, Inf actually has a good angle, but well, unlucky. Unlucky. Dragging body out. Figzil sees it. Gonna come around the corner here. and say, hey, you're dragging body? Let me come in on that. Let me get in on the touching of the bodies here. Gets a kill. Striker is still out to the northwest here. Wonder what they're trying to do. I mean, they're not really transporting info right now. It's solo. 71 to 354 kills, 136, 35 right now. Brady's gonna bleed out here. Have it down. Brady's gonna go back up to the southeast for BKS. They have that up. And then BKS watching now. They're watching the crossing.
You have a cap on
Look at this. They were watching the crossing a second ago. Striker is now coming into the north. Coming close north. Marking the BMP. They're going to try and out the BMP solo. Like a mother away from... Like a child away from its mother. Strikers are going to try and pounce on it. And get the easy kill. What is frag dumping inside? Cap is stopped on shipping. Really confused what ECSPH is trying to do. I'm really confused. Fob went down on fruit. So they got the fob down on fruit as well. Cap is still stopped though.
Squad 10, if you want, you can resupply with some construction on me.
Copy.
What are they? They're just waiting for it to push onto them. They're waiting for it to push onto them, it seems. 33 tickets to 352. Don't know what to say. Yes, getting the kill. You have just hiding the cap, trying to block it, not getting it though, and you have EXT man on top of the shipping yard silo. I don't get what EXT's play was here. This whole match seems like they were just playing on the back foot the entire game. EXTSPH just losing Fruit Farm Rally, and guess is gonna have control of that cap now. Helicopter flying in, helicopter going down. It's gonna go down. He's on fire. All they need is one more hit, and they do. They get it. Get what they need from that. Strikers still wolf packing. See, 333 to 11 right now in terms of kills. 165 46. Yeah, Zeron 10 110. Camp 8 110. 16 0 17 in BTR. 12 4 13 for Bill. Good job overall for BKS working together, getting the win as a team. And 329.9, basically GG. Thermal's probably going to do some frag dumps here. One of the strikers hit. Probably not going to go down. I don't think they have ammo. They're just in on the west here. Six tickets left for XD.
Squad 10, if I could got some resupply.
We're
of
28 for
ammo on me.
BKS.
Copy.
Thank you.
It's waiting for 30 to like come here and then spray them. I've like no others who actually traded on that. Once they lose the 10 tickets from shipping, it's GG at this point. Going 7 to 5. And 327 to 0.
Yes, that's GG.
Final score.
GG guys.
4 round 2. So BKS is going to get the win. They're going to have 3 points in the group stages. They're going to move on to the knockout stage in the next 2 weeks here. Next week is going to be round 3 continued. And 169 to 52. Large kill difference. 58 revives, 233. A great job by BKS. XDSBH really need to try and figure out what they can do to improve. They have to watch the VODs again, and it's just rough. It's just rough when that sort of thing happens. Just got to keep playing, you gotta keep believing, and you gotta keep trying though. For now, guys, I'm gonna be heading out. Yes, overall winners, played great. Be sure to follow and sub for more. But for now, I'm gonna head out. I'll leave you guys with some music, and I'll swap, and I'll send you guys to raid someone once the game ends. But for now, listen to some music, guess one, and have a good one. Be sure to follow and sub.